Hey, welcome to my journey and to another thrifting day. This will be my last thrifting day until next week when I'm up there with Joan, because we got thrifting planned at her stores, because she's got stores I don't have. And she's got a big, I think it's a Goodwill. She's got a big one. I can't wait to go to that one because we don't have no big ones around here. But it's been raining again. We've had so much rain it ain't even funny. Rained again yesterday, about all day. Day in between, maybe, I don't even know if it's 2 days in between. Rain for 2 days solid, almost a monsoon. We're just getting it. And David ain't never gonna get down in the garden to get the manure tilled in for the fall crops, because he ain't gonna be able to get in the mud. But anyway, let me show you what I'm drinking. Alani New Witch's Brew. If you remember, probably don't, a couple years ago, it's an energy drink. A couple years ago, I found some at Dollar Tree. And of course, Alani New is a good product. It has good reviews, and it's just a good quality product. And I saw the Witch's Brew at Dollar Tree. I'm like, well, I've never seen that. And of course, you know something called Witch's Brew. And I'm like, well, I gotta have that. And it's caramel apple. So I got it and I loved it. I've looked for it all the time since then. I'll go and see if maybe they lucked upon some more. Well, they haven't. Well, Holly said they got their Witch's Brew out and they got a pumpkin, which she says she didn't really care for it. She said, don't bother with it. I said, well, we've got to find the Witch's Brew, because she liked it. So I went to looking, and if you order it on Walmart's, woo, the expense is ridiculous. If you order it on Amazon, the expense is ridiculous. Walmart's has it, but not mine, not the next closest one, but the next. So I had to go to BJ's, which is down in Concord. I went Sunday, because I had some coupons that come in the mail, and then they had coupons off on their stuff, so I saved a good bit of money on things that we use. Don't necessarily need right now, but things that we use, brands that we use. So I said, that's a good time to get them, because the coupons run out while we're in New Jersey. So I went there, and I'm like, well, I had looked on the Walmarts, and it pulled up that, and it's just a Walmart neighborhood market. It's not a super Walmart. That they had them in the singles. So I went and I'm like, oh, I hope they have some left. Well, guess what? I went in, they had a whole end cap. They're planning on them going, because they know it's a sought after product. And so I bought a case. A case of 24. I'm gonna give Holly half of them. So she was excited about that. But that's what I'm gonna have today. Hopefully it'll give me a little bit of energy to get through the day. Okay, I said the word energy. Started to have to yawn. Listen, I'm gonna try to get me a haircut while I'm out. I got to have a haircut before I go up there. I am shaggy. I am the Shaggy DA, and it's over here close to where I'm gonna be at. You can sign on, because my girl, she's not doing it right now. So I'm just going to Great Clips, and they've been doing a fine job, because there ain't much to my hair. 4 guard up the back, scissor the top, done. But you can sign in online, then you don't have to go in there and sit and wait. You just wait and then go till it's close to your time, because they give you like a little, you can head to the thing now, which I don't trust. I go early, because they don't know where you're coming from. And then you don't have to wait long at all, and they take you. So I'm probably going to do that while I'm over here. But I have to look for more shorts. You know, I hadn't tried them on. I just put them in my drawer. Dave was like, you better try them things on. I'm like, I know, I just keep not getting around to it. So I tried them on this morning. My white pair fits like a glove. Oh, they don't suck around my legs a glove like that. The waist and everything, size 22. See, I've done dropped another size. Even though I've been gaining weight, I've dropped another size. So they fit good, and they're the length I like. Well, I tried on my other 2 pairs, and they fit like a glove in the waist and the, you know, abdomen and the butt and all that, but they're just too short. If my legs wasn't blobby messes since I've lost all this weight, it wouldn't bother me. They wouldn't be too short for me, because they're not short shorts. I don't care. I'm not putting short shorts on. That's for small people. That's the way I look at it. I ain't a small people. So I've got to look for some shorts today. And I'm here to tell you, just like last week, I found all the big shorts, all the big shorts. $24s, 4Xs, 26s. I found a 30 something. Back when I was big like that, I couldn't hardly find nothing. Of course, when I was that big, I wore shorts, but I mostly wore dresses for a long time, just because they were more comfortable. You know, like sundresses and stuff like that. That's what I mostly wore all the time, just because they were more comfortable on my big body. And I hadn't worn a dress unless I go to a funeral, and I got a couple pretty dresses I thrifted. They're real pretty. I just don't get around to wearing them because I just wear shorts all the time. Besides, I like to wear shorts when I thrift because they got a pocket to keep my wallet, and I don't have to keep up with no pocketbook. So I don't have to stare at my buggy non-stop, making sure don't nobody grab my pocketbook. Listen, when y'all, my mama, now she'll hook her pocketbook in with that little child belt. I've done that before, but I'll put my hand up in the straps and twist it around like that. So if somebody grabs it, they're gonna take my arm off with it. Listen, they say don't fight for your pocketbooks and stuff like that, but I declare, I've got that in me. Listen, I've told y'all before, oh, I'm behind the bus. I don't care, I don't want to get in the other lane. If anybody tries to get me, I'm going down swinging. That's what I told David. If anything ever happens to me and this causes somebody else, you better know I went down swinging. I ain't giving up. I'm going to tell you what I heard, and this is for the ladies. The men are going to cringe if they're watching. But I was watching something about ladies having things they can do if they're ever attacked or tried to be raped or something like that. And this is not hate speech, so I hope YouTube don't take it as that. It's a self-defense technique that you reach down, grab their berries, not their twig. Well, you could grab their twig too, because that's going to hurt. Grab either one of them that you can get and pull as hard as you can pull, and it said they will leave you alone. So there is your PSA today. Get on it, and it will hurt them enough to where they will leave you alone, and you should be able to get away. That's if you can, you know, if they don't have you pinned down or something like that. There's this episode on Criminal Minds, and the more I watch Criminal Minds, I don't poo-poo on my Criminal Minds. When I see things that should be different, that's my show, so I don't poo-poo on it. But there is this one episode where this man, he's paralyzed, kind of, he's like got a gimp on that one side, and so he can't really do nothing. So he does everything with his left hand. Well, he goes to attack this woman. He puts zip ties around her hands, throws her on the bed. Well, he lays his gun, he's on top of her, like around her legs. He lays his gun on the nightstand, grabs a plastic bag, because that's how he kills them. He puts plastic bags over their head and smothers them. And she's laying there crying, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? When he can't move on one side, and she's got two hands being, even though they're like that, she could push him. He's not going to get up that easy. She could kick him in the back, knee him, something, somehow push him, grab the gun. She could do something instead of just laying there being a wimp. And that episode drives me nuts. And you know what else drives me nuts? When these people are duct taped on the mouth, or they have like a handkerchief through the mouth like that, but their hands are tied in front of them, and they're in the trunk, or they're somewhere. Rip it off! Your hands are right here. Rip it off, and then scream bloody murder. I don't know. I'm just not one of these lay down and take it kind of girls. I'm just not. I hope I never have to go through that, but you know what? It happens. It happens to people. You can just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm not going to start nothing. But it's like I told my kids in school, especially RJ, you better not start nothing. But you better not come home and tell me you didn't finish it. Because if somebody lays it on you, you better wail. You better wail on them. Because you ain't nobody's doormat. That's what I raised both my children. You ask them to this day, you ain't what? Nobody's doormat. That's right. That's how I raised my children. You ain't nobody's doormat. You will defend yourself. So, Holly, we were talking about this the other week. She went to school and she had took some, I believe it was some Takis, and she had her snack Takis, and them little girls was, well, can I have some? Can I have some? This is what she told my little mild-mannered Holly. In school, she was so mild-mannered. She said, did your mama buy them? She said they begged every time she had nothing. Did your mama buy them? I think it's funny. Are you supposed to share? I don't know. I guess when you're young, you should be taught to share, but you get to a point to where it's just a constant begging situation. So I thought it was rather genius. Y'all can agree or disagree. Ooh, I think I can beat this traffic. Oh, I got a light. But RJ, he would always tell me, well, I can't fight, I can't hit him, I can't do these. I'm like, yes you can. Yes, you can. So, because he was a big kid and he was always getting bullied by the little kids. The little kids, like, they wanted to make a point that they could beat up a big kid. And he would tell me, he said, Mama, I can't. Because he was mild-mannered too. Mama, I can't. Well, one little boy picked on him one time too many. He said that we was rolling on the tables. The teacher couldn't get us apart. I said, good. And they had to go to the principal. And I told that principal, he said he was suspending him. I said, you know what? And this is almost the exact words I told him. We'll gladly take that suspension. He was picked on. It was started on him. And I have raised him. You don't start nothing, but you better finish it. So, he was not punished. He come home. He had him a nice little 3-day vacation. And that was that. Listen. Maybe I raised my children different from some people, but they turned out to be wonderful adults. That's all I can say about it. So, well, I am here at the Goodwill, so I shall see you shortly. Well, I just left Nazareth, and I got one thing. I told y'all, like last week, they had red shorts. And I ain't got nothing red. And I checked my closet this morning before I left the house. I ain't got nothing red. I got something black, which, black and red, that's okay. You know, not like my first choice, but I wouldn't feel bad about it. But they're exactly the same brand and size as the white ones that I just told you that fit great. And I told myself, okay, if I come up here today and they're still here, I'm getting them. And then I'm going to find me a red shirt, something with red in it to go with it. Well, they were still here. But they're $4, which is no big deal. But I got up there, and after my little discount and tax and all, there was $1.93. I said, what? I said, what happened? She said, summer clothes are half off. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, yeah, I'm on the right road. So now I've got to find something to wear with them for $1.93. So I'm going to this Goodwill that I very rarely ever go to because they just don't have anything. But I very rarely look at their clothes because I've not really needed any. But now that I'm losing weight, I need some. So I'm hoping today will be the day they have some shorts in my size. So I'm here now. That's how close it is from Nazareth to here. So let me go in and I'll be back. Well, I'm out of that Goodwill, and I am pleased to announce I found a shirt to go with my red shorts, and it is sleeveless. Here's my hope. It's a 2X. See, this is a 3X when I knew I should have bought a 2, but I thought it would shrink. This is not going to shrink because it's that, I don't know, probably polyester or something. So I was excited about that. Then I found a couple more things. I found this for Holly. I have some of these, but I have some Corral bowls, you know, the cereal bowls. Well, these are deep, like this size, and she always wants some. I always look for them everywhere I go. Can never find them, but I found this. It was $3. That is good and deep, so at least she's got one. And it's got a handle on it, so that makes it even handier. And then I found this for Jacob, Barnyard Dance, because he still looks at the board books. She hadn't given him paper books yet. Still board books. Which at 3, that's about all he can hold his attention for. But he loves his books, let me tell you. And then you know I couldn't resist. Bourbon Pumpkin. I don't know who made this. Opal House. I don't know. $4. But somebody burned it, decided they didn't like it, but it looks like it's burning pretty even. 2 wicks. Smells so good. You know, I cannot bypass a good candle. I moved over here out of the way because I had a front row seat. Now, I didn't want to take that up for somebody that was shopping because it is trying to rain. It's sprinkling and it is trying to rain. And if somebody don't have to walk in it, I don't want to make them walk in it. So, ooh, traffic. So now, excuse me, on the way, normally I go to my Goodwill next, but on the way I'm gonna stop at the VV. Haven't stopped there in ages, so I'm gonna look for shorts there. This pair I got on today, these are my garden shorts. I got the stains out, the mater stains out, but still they're baggy. Everything I got is baggy, and I'm just, what I end up doing is I'll wear them more than once. So I'm gonna have like 2 pairs of shorts. I got one that so-so. What, I'm gonna wear the same 3 pairs of shorts over and over all week? I think I got enough shirts, so I might have to wear some shirts over, I don't know. Listen, I will wear my clothes a couple times. If I don't mess them up and I don't sweat in them, which I'm pretty good about not sweating these days, I'll wear them. I don't care. David? No, sir. He will not wear clothes 2 days in a row. He will not. The only way you will get him to wear clothes 2 days in a row is if all his clothes are dirty. We were just talking about that. He was saying, did he have enough jeans to take up there? Because he needed like 8 pairs. Well, no, he'll wear the ones he wore home from work when he comes in, because we're leaving Saturday morning when he gets off of work. So by the time we get there, he will have been up way past 24 hours. So I'm going to drive the first bit and let him relax and unwind from being in a truck 500 miles. And then when we get up, like in city areas and stuff like that, I'm gonna let him drive because I am not good with that. But that's gonna be the one day he will wear the same pants the next day, because he's not gonna change, so he has enough to wear through the week. But I told him the other day, I said, well, honey, if you don't have enough, you can wear them 2 days in a row. It's not gonna hurt you. But I sweat. I said, you don't sweat on your legs. He says, I sweat on my legs. I said, you do not sweat on your legs. He's like, he ain't doing it. He won't wear the same shirt in a row. I told y'all last week, the man don't stink. He don't smell. If he sweats, it's because he's outside working in the yard. He don't sweat. So, but he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. So, I hope he's got enough clothes to wear. But I will wear my stuff. I ain't gonna wash it every time. I ain't going to, if there ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, underwear, that's a different story. You wash that stuff every day. Don't tell me if you don't. I don't even want to hear about it. Don't even talk to me about it if you don't wash your drawers every week. Every week. Whoa, Lord. Every day. Don't talk to me. But we're getting our plans up. Jam-packed. We're jam-packed. Oh, I was going to tell you this. I'm changing my weigh-in and my holiday. So you're seeing this Thursday, and you'll see my weigh-in Friday, because Awana's is starting back for Jacob. He will not be able to spend the night because she has to take him to Awana's on Wednesday nights. So we changed our visiting day to Thursday, then when he wants to spend the night, he can. And she can get him Friday morning. And let me tell you, she will get him in the morning because she misses him. There ain't no staying all day, spending the night, and staying all day the next day. That ain't gonna happen. Not on her watch. So that is changing this week. This week. I'm actually going down there Thursday because she has a dentist appointment and it's early in the morning. So instead of her dragging him up so early in the morning, because she would have to have him up there early, because then she's got to go a good ways away from my house to get back to the dentist. So I'm going down there Thursday. So you'll see this. You'll be seeing this on Thursday and my weigh-in Friday. I will still weigh Thursday because that's my weigh day. But I would just put the video out on Friday. Now next week, you ain't gonna see nothing from me next week, so don't be worried about something happening, because y'all know I'm on vacation. If you're new, I'm going to New Jersey to see Joan, Rise and Shine, Suburban Homestead, and then we're going to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So, and she's got us, let me tell you, she's got us planned. We got a good plan. She's been, ooh, come on, get out of my way. She's got us a good schedule, doing all kind of fun stuff. And boy, we're gonna be doing some eating. I do not know what tomorrow may bring as far as weight goes, because it's really been messing with me here lately. If I gain again, I'm just gonna cry. But my clothes are baggy. My clothes have not changed. I have not grown out of my clothes, so it's not like I've grown and I have to stay in my 24s. My 24s are bagging off of me. So I know I'm going to gain. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to gain the week of vacation, because we'll be eating out every meal except for Sunday when she's doing a cookout. That's the one time we'll be eating at home. I told her, you know, she loves to cook. She said, well, you know, cooking is my love language. Feeding people is my love language. I said, I know, but you are on vacation too. You are not going to slave around that kitchen for us. And David told me, he said, no, she is not cooking all that time for us. And he meant it too, because she cooks so much and she does so much. She deserves a vacation. So that's what we are doing. We are vacating. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Well, I think I'm going to get off of here. It is starting to rain now. And quit talking and head down to the VB. Well, I'm out of the Goodwill I hardly ever go to. I didn't find anything at the VB. Nothing. Of course, there's lots of 20s, but I haven't got to 20 yet. I've been seeing lots of 20s today. Lots of 24s and 26s. Hardly any 22s. But I did find a pair of capris. I think they're longer capris, but they're Gloria Vanderbilt, and the Gloria Vanderbilt pants fit great. So these were 22s. They're going to be, like I said, a long capri, but that's fine. And then I found these for walking shoes. Skechers. And they're men's. Listen, do you think I care? I can't never find shoes. I don't even know how much they were. I got all this for 11 bucks. Both of these for 11 bucks. You know, them Skechers was more than that. But, excuse me. What was I going to say? Oh, I will wear a man's shoe in a minute. Women wear shoes like, oh, I do that every time I park right here. I hit that curb. Oh, let me turn some lights and some wipers on. I don't care if they fit, and I thought they look good, and they're a nice neutral color, because I wear these white Crocs, Croc-a-likes, all the time. Everywhere I go, I slide these white Crocs on. And we're going to be doing a lot of walking, and I'll probably wear them some days, depending on the clothes, but then I want something that's comfortable with all the walking we're going to be doing. So when I saw those, And I've been looking at the shoes at the other places I've been going, and nothing. So now I'm hitting one more Goodwill, and I'm gonna be done. And I will just have to deal with the shorts and pants that I got, and that will be that. But you see, I had to put my hat on. I keep a car hat, which is funny because it's Carhartt. I keep a car hat for these little, get over, these little impromptu rains. And I'm gonna tell you what, it was a pour down. It was raining on the interstate, and when I got off my exit, when I hit the Kannapolis sign, the bottom fell out. I was behind two fire trucks, and I'm telling you, I couldn't hardly even see them. It was raining so hard. And by the time I got to the VV, it was raining, but not as hard as it was on that one road. And so I reached back there and got my hat, put my hat on, just to keep my hair dry, that's all. But listen, now I was telling John, we was talking a while ago, we're going over our plans. And I told her, I said, I ain't gonna melt, that's for sure. If anything, I'll float. I sure ain't gonna melt in this rain. Listen, the only melting I would be do like the Wicked Witch of the West. That's the kind of melting I'd do. Not cause rain got on me, that's for sure. So anyway, I'm going to run to this Goodwill, hopefully find something, and whether I find something or I don't find something, I'll come on here and sign off. How about that? Well, I went to my Goodwill, didn't find a thing, and I thought, I'm going to go to Salvation Army. Never found anything here. I used to come on Wednesdays on Senior Citizens Day. They quit that. You can't ever find anything because the resellers, they hawk them in the mornings, which I didn't need any of that stuff anyway. But clothes, I have never found anything here in clothes. But I'm glad I stopped because I did find a pair of shorts that are like a pinkish hue. It don't really show up, but they're D jeans, D dot jeans, I don't know, but they're 22s. So I was lucky to find that. There was a couple pair of jeans that didn't have a size that very well could have been 22, but I didn't want to take a chance. There was one pair of jean shorts that could have been, but I held them up to me and the legs seemed awful wide, so I didn't try that. I could have gone and tried them on, but I'm just not a trying on person up in the store. I just don't like it. And all their sales are final, so if it don't fit, it don't fit. But it will eventually. Wouldn't that be cool? No, not really cool. Well, it would be cool. Not since I got a few shorts to wear, but it would be cool if I would just automatically jump from a 22 to an 18. Could you imagine if I just skipped 20 altogether? Although I did see lots of 20s today. I was tempted to get one just to see how it fit. That one pair of 22s that I tried on that fit really good, it's not far from being too big. I can feel it. So I will get these things home, and I will have to do some laundry before we go. David's gonna have to do laundry before we go because he'll have all his jeans worked in this week, and he does his laundry on Mondays. So he'll have to do it Friday. So now I am going home. Let me turn my windshield wipers on. Still raining. Not monsooning, thank goodness. But I thought about going to Rose's and see what they had, but I don't feel like paying brand new prices. I've got enough now that where I can wear a couple of them more than once and be fine. So I feel all right about it. And I looked for shirts. Nothing but that one tripped my trigger. I didn't find another thing that would go with red shorts. Not another thing. And I looked at shirts in each store I went in. So nothing else. Because you know, in the summertime, I wear sleeveless. I'll wear, if it's raining like today, which I didn't know it was going to rain, I'll wear, like last week, I wore a short sleeve shirt. But in the summertime, I wear sleeveless. And in the wintertime, around the house, I wear sleeveless. I don't like sleeves. I don't like clothes touching me like that. I feel bound. I don't like it. Listen, you ever want to kill me? Put me in a straitjacket. I'm out. I'm gone. Peace out, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Don't bind me up. Just the thoughts of it. I don't like enclosed spaces. I get claustrophobic. Can't do it. I don't like heights either. Listen, that's why you'll never catch me at the Grand Canyon. David would like to see it. Well, I would drive with him, but I'm not going up there looking, because I would vomit. Now, you know I can't see around you. This is one of these intersections that they turn across, and then here you turn across, but you can't see past the one turning to see what traffic's coming. It's very, a very aggravating intersection. But, and like, I've seen pictures, if it's true, like on the side of a mountain, they've got these clear glass, I guess plexiglass, something that won't break, sticking out where you sleep and stuff. Are you even kidding me? I wouldn't walk out there to look, much less sleep. No. There is a motel on the way to the mountains that I've been past 400 bazillion times. There is on the side of a mountain, and the not a porch, what do you call, just when you go up to a hotel with the, I can't think what it's called, an outside room, you got the porch, I don't know what it's called, but it is hanging over like the side of the mountain, and you just look down and you look out into it. No! I have always said since I've been young, I'm not kidding you, since I was young, because I've been going up there since I was a kid. Nope, won't never stay there. Won't never stay there. And it ain't changed. Won't never stay there. Can't take it. Listen, I love the mountains. I love the mountains. Let me tell you, I love the beach. But there's something about the mountains I just love. I guess because I grew up going there so much. But I don't like mountain roads. They make me nervous. When you're in a mountain, curvy, they make me nervous. They just make me nervous. But anyway, well, that is all I know for today. That is my haul. We won't go home and do nothing else. And I will see you tomorrow for a weigh-in video.